An update on the tragic subway attack in Brooklyn, the latest on the Russian invasion of Ukraine, and a new abortion law is passed in Florida. All of that and more coming up on The Rundown. Hello, and welcome to The Rundown. I'm Matt Lubicki.
And I'm Katie Amrine. The subway shooter is denied bail on federal terrorism-related charges. Police arrested 62-year-old Frank James after a 30-hour manhunt after he shot 10 people on a train in Brooklyn. Authorities say James also set off 2 smoke grenades. While 30 shots were fired, no one died in the shooting.
Russia's invasion of Ukraine continues as they build up troops and widespread shelling increases. The Ukrainian armed forces say that Russia is preparing for an offensive attack to, quote, conduct hostilities. Russia has launched missiles and is showing no signs of slowing down. Over 6,000 Ukrainians have evacuated, and the numbers are increasing. Now for a sweet story. A chocolate museum in Nevada opens this week. Mark Strassman has the story.
Amaury Guichon. He's part Picasso, part Willy Wonka. A celebrated pastry chef becoming world famous for bending chocolate to his will and his imagination.
All of these 100% chocolate.
Absolutely, yeah. You can actually turn the steering wheel, which is also a fun added feature, you know, making it a little bit playful. It's quite amazing. Chocolate is beautiful.
Look at his sculpted masterworks. A roaring gorilla, a motorcycle, this elephant. Elaborate, intricate, each of them 100% chocolate.
There's 1,500 feathers. All of them were done by hand with the tip of a knife and then assembled one by one. This one was very challenging.
Meticulous.
Yeah.
Kind of draining.
Oh, I was dead at the end of that day.
It's a pterodactyl. Oh my God.
Guichon shares his secrets and skills on his hit Netflix series, School of Chocolate.
We're gonna have a 45-second window to bend the chocolates.
8 contestants, all accomplished pastry chefs. But they've never been challenged like this.
Sorry.
You're really reimagining chocolate.
I'm trying to push the boundaries, yeah, of what's doable. Chocolate is so precious, it's so unique. I still learn things about chocolate. It sounds stupid, right? It's just a liquid blob of brown matter, and yet you find beauty every single time you work with it.
Like his creations, Guichon's story feels like a chocolate fairy tale. He floundered as a student in France. When Guichon was 14, the school system pushed him to learn a trade.
I was pushed into choosing either culinary or hairstylist, so I chose culinary.
You're telling me you became a pastry genius because you were a bad student?
Yeah, and funny enough, now I'm deep into education, so I'm on the other side. My whole teenage years, I was told that I was too stupid to pursue any other things. It's sad, but it's true. And I was told that I would never do anything good with my life. And now I'm 16, I'm in a field where people consider lame. So I'm like, let's be the best at it.
A decade ago, 21 and speaking no English, the chef moved to Las Vegas. His showmanship sparkled in this city of glitz, and he eventually started showcasing his work on Instagram. Now 31, the chocolate charmer has more than 6 million followers. His eye-popping images are produced by his wife and co-CEO, Fiona.
That's perfect.
This masterwork is called Father Nature.
This is my favorite piece. You know, like every piece of art, you know, you look at, it gives you an emotion. The way I was able to capture the look on his face, like an old soul, you know, wise and calming. I didn't know I had it in me.
Even his most intricate creations take no more than a week. Under the right conditions, Guichon says they can last about 20 years, although admittedly losing a bit of flavor.
So if I snapped off his head, it would taste okay. You might punch me, but...
It's milk chocolate and it's delicious.
Guichon also founded this Las Vegas Pastry Academy with chef Michel Ernatz. Over 10 weeks, students learned the craft and chemistry behind original desserts.
Pastor Mark.
He gave me a shot at building something simpler, lemon tacos.
Sorry.
Clearly, some people should stay out of the kitchen. But for Guichon, this is the place where a chocolate genius transforms the mundane into the magical.
I often say I'm not the best sculptor. You see some clay sculpture or wood carving, people who do some crazy, amazing thing. The only thing that makes me stand out, it's chocolate.
Mark Strassman, CBS News.
A Florida bill bans abortions after 15 weeks coming up.
Got a quarter?
Open up your books to page 360.
Did you just look at your phone while you was in class? You played yourself.
Talking about inspirational quotes.
You gotta believe in yourself. Don't ever play yourself. The key is to make it, so make it.
Louise, can you give me an example of an inspirational quote?
Don't play yourself. The key is to make it.
And who said that?
I did. Now that's a major key alert.
Learn the real major keys to getting to college at getschool.com.
Florida Governor Ron DeSantis passes a law banning all abortions after 15 weeks. At a news conference in Kissimmee today, he said, "We are here today to defend those that can't defend themselves." The law does not grant exemptions for rape, incest, or human trafficking. Planned Parenthood officials are considering challenging the legislation in court and argue the law is unconstitutional.
Powerful rivers in the sky could cause the Antarctic Peninsula's biggest ice shelf to collapse when temperatures in Antarctica increased by 38 degrees above normal in March. An ice shelf the size of Los Angeles collapsed. These rivers in the sky dump rain and snow when they make landfall. They lead to extreme temperatures and large ocean swells.
Coming up, a flight where passengers request to land at a different airport due to bad weather.
Sorry about that. No, I've been staying at my dad's place because of everything.
Where are we going?
He's good. Yeah, I know, we keep missing each other. I've been working out of my dad's house, doing some reading. I should be working out more. I just feel like I'm drowning.
Navigating these times can be tough, but while you care for your loved one, you also need to care for yourself. Go to aarp.org/caregiving for free mental health and self-help tips.
President Biden's approval ratings dropped to 33% as annual inflation reaches a high of 8.5%. According to a Quinnipiac University poll, a little more than 90% of Republicans disapprove of Biden's job performance, while 76% of Democrats are in approval of the president.
Passengers revolt after their plane is forced to land at a different airport. Passengers on JetBlue begged attendants to land early after concerns about bad weather. One passenger said it was dangerous and their lives were at stake. JetBlue released a statement saying the safety of their passengers is their top priority, and their pilots are trained to manage severe weather. As it's getting warmer, we're getting more excited about the weather. Stay tuned.
Well, Thomas, you've got pre-diabetes. But with more exercise and a change in diet, it can be reversed.
I've tried exercising. It just makes me hungry for bacon.
I love bacon, too. And who really likes to exercise?
Not me.
Me neither.
Nobody. So we're good?
What? Oh, you still have pre-diabetes. Big time.
Rowan University's football team is holding an annual bone marrow registry drive. Their goal is to add donors to the Be the March registry. Since joining the program 14 years ago, the Profs football team has registered over 3,000 individuals, with 16 becoming donors. Be the Match offers a potential cure for people diagnosed with blood cancers. And now to Sienna with a special report on a competition on campus.
Rowan's Rohrer College of Business is hosting the new Venture Competition and Expo on April 22nd. Here's a look at one of the many pitches contestants had to send into the semifinals. What if women never felt unsafe in a foreign country ever again? What if the idea of not comprehending the same language as the emergency dispatch was a care in the past? What if all you need to have to feel safe is your phone? Now, we could use this time to drown in what ifs, or we can talk about the best solution for women going to Europe. The Pula Tracker. The Pula Tracker is an app designed to keep women safe while traveling abroad. If a woman presses this circle button, her phone will vibrate until she releases the button. She then has two options: put in the code and disable the alarm, or choose what type of emergency she's experiencing so the correct correspondence can come. Her emergency contacts will immediately be notified of where she is and what type of emergency she's having.
So Sienna, tell us more about this Pula Tracker.
I would absolutely love to. So Pula Tracker it hits home because I do travel to Europe often. So it's an app for women by women, for women to stay safe in Europe. As you saw in the little package over there, there's a button that you can press if you are feeling unsafe in a country, and you can fake a phone call because as women we know not every time we feel in danger it requires a phone call, not a phone call, like to the police. Sometimes we just need to pretend that someone's on the phone with us.
That's a really smart idea.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
So Sienna, what's the difference between the Expo and the competition?
So there's really not that much of a difference. The Expo is something you're automatically participating in if you're in an entrepreneurship class, and the competition is something completely outside of class unless you're a consultant.
Okay, gotcha.
What's the first place prize?
The first place prize is $4,000, a free lawyer for a year, and free QuickBooks.
Sounds good to me.
Oh yeah, me too.
When do you get the results for the finalists?
I am so nervous. It's this Sunday. I'm crossing my fingers, doing every single superstition I can.
Well, we wish you the best of luck.
All right, well, thank you.
How many contestants are there?
There's about 15 contestants in the competition. There's a plethora of others in the Expo. The Expo will actually happen before the competition because more people are submitted into that.
All right, gotcha.
Yeah, wonderful.
Are there any future plans for the Pula Tracker?
I'm glad you asked, Matt. So we are planning on collaborating with a woman-friendly dating app, preferably Bumble. So women, while they're in a foreign country, they can track the women and men that they're going on dates with. We also have an idea to go and collaborate with a language app. So wherever the app locates the woman in, they can give free, quick phrases, important phrases, how to call 911 and everything in that language, although you wouldn't really need it for the app. And the last thing, we have MedPula. It's an extension of the app that tells you all of the ingredients of popular foods in a country so you don't have an allergic reaction abroad.
It's very interesting.
Thank you. Awesome. Thank you so much.
All right, well, thank you so much, Sienna. So now I'm going to turn over to Matt with our sports report.
The NBA playoffs began with play-in games starting this past Tuesday. The Brooklyn Nets and the Minnesota Timberwolves secured the 7 seeds with their wins. And the Atlanta Hawks and Cleveland Cavaliers, along with the New Orleans Pelicans and Los Angeles Clippers, will battle it out tomorrow night for the 8th seed in their respective conferences. Following those games, the first round of NBA playoffs will officially begin Saturday afternoon. The championship is as wide open as it has ever been, and the NBA playoffs are sure to bring its fair share of excitement, per usual. Baseball is back, and the long wait has lived up to the hype thus far. However, the shortened offseason and spring training has brought some strange moments already. Possibly the strangest occurred yesterday in Los Angeles. Clayton Kershaw has achieved just about everything you can as a pitcher in the MLB. 3-time Cy Young winner, 1-time MVP, and World Series champion. However, one accomplishment not on the list is a perfect game. Yesterday, Kershaw threw 7 perfect innings with 13 strikeouts on just 80 pitches. Due to the lack of an offseason, pitchers have been on a much shorter leash this season, and Kershaw was pulled from the game despite the outstanding performance. Kershaw stated Coach Dave Roberts made the, quote, right decision. Cleveland Browns quarterback Baker Mayfield says he feels disrespected by the Cleveland organization following the trade for Deshaun Watson. Despite Baker currently on the roster, the team is actively looking to move him before the start of the regular season. The Seattle Seahawks are looking as the frontrunner to obtain the former Rookie of the Year following their trade of Russell Wilson.
Now we turn to Melina with our 5-day weather forecast.
All right, you guys, let's check out the weather forecast for this week. It's definitely been warmer. So tonight we have a high of 49, and there's going to be showers and some thunderstorms. So if you're stepping outside, make sure you have those umbrellas with you. On Friday, we have a high of 69 with the low of 50, and it's going to be sunny, so make sure you have your sunglasses. On Saturday, we have a high of 69 with the low of 44 with some clouds and some showers. On Sunday, we have a high of 55, so we have a bit of a temperature drop there, and a low of 38, but it will be a sunny day. Monday, we have a high of 57 with the low of 45. It's going to be partly cloudy with some showers. And then on Tuesday, we have a high of 59 with the low of 41. And again, some more showers with some cloudiness. So it's going to be a rainy week. Now, let's head to the weather window. All right, so as you see here, it was a very bright and sunny day today. You can see the trees are out and they have the shade, which is very necessary for a hot day like this. And here we have a live shot. It is currently raining, and you know, the bright and sunny day is over, but luckily this week it'll still be warmer. But if you're stepping outside, make sure to get those umbrellas because it is pouring heavily and it's going to be a rainy week, so make sure you check out for that.
So Katie, the big 22, have to wish you a happy birthday.
Thank you so much, Matt.
Do you have any big birthday plans this weekend?
Yeah, I'm going to go out to dinner with my family. It's my sister's birthday, too, so we're going to celebrate together. It's going to be a good time, I think.
That's awesome. That's very nice. I hope you have a great weekend, and we all wish you a happy birthday.
Thank you so much.
And that's all we have for tonight. I'm Matt Lubicki.
And I'm Katie Amrine. And on behalf of the Rundown staff, we wish you a good night.